U.S. Southern Command's Dialogo magazine had the opportunity to visit the facilities of the Command Against Drug Trafficking and Transnational Threats, known as CONAT. There, we had the opportunity to talk with Brigadier General Walther Giraldo to learn about the progress made in the creation of this important organization in the fight against criminal narco-trafficking organizations in Colombia. CONAT was established in February 2021. 1 year after its creation, what are the results in the fight against armed groups?
Well, Geraldine, this great initiative that is part of the state plans of defense of our General Command's war plans was cemented in February of last year, as you rightly say, and was the way in which we concentrated all our efforts in this ongoing fight against transnational threats. And I think it has been a great success. This year alone, we've really managed to hit all these threats, especially in the fight against narco-trafficking, the illicit extraction of mining deposits, and all the internal and transnational structures, affecting them and achieving results of very great impact. So far this year alone, we've managed to capture 900 people. We've managed to neutralize more than 81 of these structures. And I want to tell you that the seizure of weapons, without going into the seizure of cocaine hydrochloride, has been a really great step forward in the conciliation and collaboration of the Colombian state's whole range of power for these struggles. It's also important that we not only have managed to join all efforts, but that we have transcended borders, and have really made a huge effort both at the national level and in all our international agencies, to focus them on this effort to hinder these transnational threats.
One of CONAT's goals is to combat narco-trafficking structures. How have you been able to achieve this objective?
Well, this has really been a giant step forward because, although we already had units formed for crop eradication, for interdiction, for impacting the structures, by uniting them and creating this command, the efforts have been centralized and we've been able to optimize our resources. As I have been saying, with our own capabilities but also with the collaboration of the different states and all the agencies that support us nationally and internationally. And in this the United States has played, as always, a predominant role. We've been able to increase our seizures and almost double what we had projected in goals last year, which was 60,000 tons, and we achieved 100,000 tons of seizures, speaking only of cocaine hydrochloride. But I can also speak of cocaine paste. We had projected 60 laboratories for the production of nitrate and we managed to destroy 105. Which is really where cocaine is produced.
What is the structure of CONAT to fulfill its strategic mission?
Well, once the President with our Minister of Defense and the military command determined the establishment or the creation of the Command Against Drug Trafficking and Transnational Threats, we received 5 brigades, 3 of which are already formed, which was our Brigade Against Drug Trafficking, focused purely on interdiction. Our Brigade Against the Illicit Extraction of Mineral Deposits, which pursues everything related to illegal mining. And our Deployment Force Against Transnational Threats, which seeks to neutralize all these structures related to the illicit economy. But not only this, the national government decided to create 2 very important brigades against drug trafficking, which are the Brigade Against Drug Trafficking No. 2 and No. 3, and these have a clear focus on eradication. And why eradication? Because the growth of illicit crops that we've determined come from some very strong coca leaf production enclaves in certain regions of the country. We can practically say that these enclaves have 40% of the crops in certain regions. There are 7 regions specifically. What these brigades really do is to attack these enclaves in support of territorial units, and I believe that this has been one of the great achievements to increase the reduction of illicit crops.